Welcome to the Cabral Concept, where board-certified naturopath and integrative health practitioner Dr. Stephen Cabral shares how he was diagnosed at the age of 17 with a life-altering illness and given no hope for recovery. It was only after studying and traveling all over the world did he discover how to combine ancient Ayurvedic healing practices with state-of-the-art naturopathic and functional medicine to fully rebalance the body and re-energize it with life. It's time to discover how to get well, lose weight, and finally feel alive again. And now, here's your host, Dr. Stephen Cabral.
Welcome back, everyone. We're here today, episode 2601 of the Cabral Concept. We've got a big show for you here today, how to sauna properly. And I'm going to be going through the 9 must-dos, everything from sauna versus infrared sauna, the quick benefits analysis, what temperature, how long, what to wear, how to protect your hair, really important so it does not get dry, brittle, thin, and fall out. Why you must sweat, so how to induce more sweating, how often you should be using the sauna, and then how to make it a lot more fun so you schedule it more often. All right, so let's dive into it today. I want to make sure that I get to all of these 9 must-dos. And what I'm going to do, though, is since this is a summary show on how to sauna properly, I want to give you my previous research, which I've been doing over the past 7 years or so. I talk about it in the rain barrel effect, yes, but I go deeper on the podcast. So if you want those podcasts, there's about 5 of them. Head on over to stephencabral.com/2601. Of course, they're all completely free. Every day's podcast, completely free, and you can head on right over there. All right, so first things first, we need to know what's the difference between sauna and infrared sauna. So regular sauna, typically we think of it coming from Finland or, mostly I think the credit goes to Finland. They have some of the best research on that. But I was talking to actually someone I had just met, and they were from Estonia, and they were talking, they had lots of friends in Finland. They said there's more saunas, there's more than 1 sauna per household, meaning that if you look at all the homes in Finland, this was the statistic they gave me. I have to look this up. But anyway, I thought this was pretty amazing, and it makes a point that there is at least 1 sauna per home. Like that's absolutely amazing. And when we get to the benefits analysis in just a moment, you'll see why, the benefits are clearly fantastic, and I think more people need to be using this. That's why I'm making it its own podcast here today. But you have to choose, should you do regular sauna or infrared sauna? Or you can have both. It's not that you can't. I have both. But, not everybody, of course, is going to do that. All right, so a regular sauna is typically going to be a barrel sauna or a wood sauna, which is the traditional. It can be outdoors, it can be indoors. Those sauna typically heat up to anywhere from 150, now they can be a little bit lower, but 150 to 200 plus degrees. Those are ones that you can really get hot. That comes in all different types of wood, and you can also get the more of the pop-up ones, the portable ones that I recommend as well. I'm going to put my sauna recommendations at stephencabral.com/2601. That's today's show. I'll link up the barrel sauna. I'll link up the everyday one that I use every day, the infrared one, and then some others as well. So regular sauna, dry heat, right? No steam, dry heat. However, in a regular sauna, oftentimes there are stones that you put in on a heater. Now, the heater could be wood-based, where you're literally pumping in heat from traditional wood, where the wood's outside of the sauna, and you're kind of pumping in the heat. Or most of them are electrical-based heaters. Now, again, you use the manufacturer ones, right? Because you're dealing with water and an electrical unit here. But the one that I have, you pour water on top of the rocks in the electrical-based heater, and it actually gives off a little bit of a steam. Now, it's not a steam, but it enables you to get the temperature up higher, and you sweat a lot more. So no doubt about it, I sweat a lot more in that barrel sauna. Now, infrared sauna, typically lower temperature. I've had this since 2010. Right around 2010, 2011. And the infrared sauna is remarkable in its own right. Typically lower temperatures. We'd use it at my wellness center in Boston. It'd be 20 degrees to 140 degrees. That's the typical temperature we would get it to, maybe up to 150. That's it. Because you want to stay in the infrared sauna longer. You want to be in there actually for closer to 30 to 40 minutes or 45 minutes rather than the traditional sauna. We'll call it traditional sauna instead of Finnish sauna. And we're in it for more like 15 to maybe 25 minutes, okay? So you're in it twice as long as an infrared sauna. The infrared sauna, though, does a better job, not necessarily of detoxification and not of cardiovascular benefits, but actually detoxification of heavy metals, mold, and other contaminants because it's heating you more from the inside out. All right, so that was kind of the quick benefits analysis. They're both absolutely fantastic. They both help with both. So they both do detoxification. They both help with cardiovascular risks, meaning that when you look at the finished studies, and I'll link up those podcasts, it was a decrease in overall cardiovascular risk of mortality from cardiovascular risk by over 60%. That is unbelievable if you use a sauna 4 to 5 times a week. Now, it decreased all-cause mortality in the dry sauna, the traditional sauna, by over 40% if you use it 4 or more times per week. And that's only for 19 minutes. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. I talk about heat shock proteins. I talk about sweating, all of those different benefits. So again, that comes with sauna. But the other thing that a lot of people don't know about is you actually improve your overall fitness with sauna and you burn calories. You can burn for like 300 calories to 500 calories per hour. You're obviously not in there for an hour, but you burn quite a bit. So why? Well, it's increasing your heart rate and it's improving your overall heart health. So it's like going for a walk outside or actually like a light jog because you are burning about, not always, but you're burning between, well, we'll put it this way. I feel very comfortable saying you're burning between 50 and 100 calories every 10 minutes. And the way that you can track this is you can just literally wear a heart rate monitor if you want, and you can see where your heart rate's at. Or most of these, I mean, I'm wearing the Garmin watch right now, but most watches, like Apple Watch 2, will track your heart rate and you'll see, oh, my heart rate's 110. Wow, like that's the equivalent of me going for a brisk walk or a light jog. So you can see how there'd be a lot of benefits actually from doing sauna. And they both, again, do detoxification, but if you're looking for a more heavy metal-based detoxification or even mold-based, infrared sauna is going to be the way to go. So benefits of both, no doubt about it. What should the temperatures be? Well, I went over that just briefly, but I've really found, I think the sweet spot, and studies are starting to prove this out, is about 160 to 170 degrees for a traditional sauna. Sorry, slipping over my words there. So traditional sauna, 160 to 170 degrees, that's where when my head height, when I'm in a barrel sauna, that's where it is. It's about 165 degrees. I set my sauna for 200 degrees. And if you put your head all the way up to the top, it's about 190 degrees up there. Now, if you just drop down 2 feet, 2.5 feet from where I'm seated, well, then it's about 165 to 170. So that's the sweet spot for me. I stay in it for about 25 minutes at that amount of time. And it's hot and I'm sweating, but it's fantastic. Now for an infrared sauna, I set my infrared sauna at about 150, 100. I still set it pretty high. It just doesn't feel as hot. It's a little bit different. You've got ceramic-based heaters. You've got the infrared heat, those waves penetrating the body and the body heating up itself from the inside out. It's phenomenal. I stay in longer though. I stay in for 30 minutes or a little bit longer for that infrared sauna. So if you can't stay in that long, set it a little bit lower so that you can stay in longer in the infrared sauna. Most people, infrared sauna, 120 to 140 degrees. Traditional sauna, 160 plus degrees. Some people set it at 200 like me, but again, head height, if I look at my head height, it's about 165. 200 degrees at head height, that's a lot. I've been in saunas that are 200 degrees at head height. It's really hot. Real hot. And you want to stay in for 20 minutes. That's where the sweet spot is as well. So just make sure whatever temperature you set it at, that you can be in there for 20 minutes ideally. You might have to work your way up over a period of weeks, but start at what you can do. Set it at 120 degrees, stay in for 5 minutes, and just work your way up. That's why those portable saunas are really great as well, because you can set it for whatever you want. You can even keep your head out, which is really the detriment to most people. All right, let's see. How long? I just went over that, exactly what it should be, 30 to 40 plus minutes for infrared sauna, about 20 minutes for traditional sauna. You can go a little bit longer, of course, if you want. What to wear in a sauna? It's a great question, right? What do you wear? Do you wear just a towel? Do you go in nude? How do you sauna? Well, it's really up to you, honestly, like totally up to you. I always think that even though a lot of the wood that is used is antimicrobial, always best to sit on a towel, really is. So you absorb the sweat preserve the wood, the heat. I don't think that you need to sweat all over a sauna. Whether I'm in a gym or whether it's my own sauna, always sitting on a towel. And then, of course, it's just, modesty from there. If you want to wear something, you're welcome to wear something. I think it's better not to have any constriction on the body. So you don't want any, if women are going in a sports bra or bathing suit, whatever, no real restrictions under the armpits, which would not allow for proper lymph flow. So just keep that in mind. Better to wear a loosely fitting towel if you're going to wear something. That's what I recommend. But also, I know a lot of people go in and they have, excuse me, and they have their body wrapped in a towel, or they're wearing multiple layers of clothes to get the body warmer and faster, to start sweating faster. I actually do that when I'm in Maine. So during the winter, I have an outdoor barrel sauna. When I go in it during the winter, I'm actually in there with sweatpants. I've got on a t-shirt, and I've got the towel wrapped around me. I want to warm my body up as quickly as possible because it's really cold in Maine during the winter. And then I let the sauna take over from there. Those days I expect to be in the sauna 30 minutes instead of 20 minutes or so. All right, so that's that. And then of course you can just take off layers from there if you choose to. Either way, you want to absorb the sweat. The sweat has a lot of those toxins in it. So you want to wipe that off your body. Doesn't necessarily have to be while you're in the sauna, but ideally, certainly after the sauna for sure. And then it is good to take a shower after you sauna. So the next part is protecting your hair. I talked about this, did a podcast product review on it. It's called a sauna hat. Typically they're made of wool. Traditionally they're made of wool. They're made in and around Russia, but they can be made anywhere, of course. And what it is it actually thermoregulates or thermoprotects your hair. Because in your head in general, you don't want your head to get overly hot during a sauna. That's really the worrisome point, right? You just don't want your head to overheat. So that's why the portable infrared sauna, the one that I recommend, which is the Thyroid 360. Again, I'll link that up at stevencabral.com/2601. That's a fantastic one to get started, because if you're sensitive to heat, keep your head outside the sauna. Honestly, you'll be able to stay in it longer. You'll still get the benefits for the whole body, and I definitely recommend it. And then when you're inside the sauna, wear a sauna hat. It's inexpensive. It's easy to put on. You can also just wrap your head in a cool towel, like a cool off towel. That's totally fine. Meaning you can wet the towel if you want a little bit, have it a little slightly damp, or put some protective oil, antioxidant in your hair. You're welcome to do that as well. I just keep a sauna hat right there and pop it on. It's funny. It's fun to wear in with other people if they've never heard of it before. We have a good 5-minute conversation on how it protects the hair, and that's that. So really a great thing to wear in. Honestly, inexpensive, and I definitely recommend it if you're going to be sauna-ing regularly. All right, real important point here: why you must sweat. So the goal of the sauna is to sweat. Yes, the heat is a big part of it, but you're not getting all the benefits of the heat if you're not sweating. You want the pores to open up. You want to clean the pores that way. Your face, your body. The skin is called the largest excretory organ in the body for a reason. Meaning it excretes the most amount of waste. Always should be that way. If you're not sweating, we need to get you to sweat. Sometimes people run a little bit lower body temperature. All right, well, we need to check the thyroid. We need to check those cortisol levels. Let's say that someone is not hydrated enough. Well, their body's not going to sweat as well. So we need to make sure you're hydrated. Sometimes people are hydrated, but they're not absorbing the water because of lack of electrolytes, or they have lower sodium levels in their body. So their body's not going to sweat as much because it needs to preserve sodium, which can also be an adrenal HPA axis issue as well. So again, check the thyroid, check the adrenals, check your hydration, check your electrolytes. Really, really important. And then a big one too is just the overall functioning of your liver and kidneys. Your body's going to have a really much more challenging time breaking down toxins, mobilizing them to the liver, if your liver doesn't have proper nutrients for phase 1, phase 2. So I definitely recommend a good functional medicine detox like the EcoLife Detox to get that liver working and functioning properly. And then if you're someone that gets Herxheimer-based reactions, like you feel tired after a sauna, brain fog after a sauna, maybe skin rashes after a sauna, anything, I recommend using something like the universal binder. The universal binder enables you to have less Herxheimer reactions because it helps to bind up a lot of those mobilized toxins. So just 2 to 3 capsules before you go in the sauna. can work really, really well, the universal binder. Again, you can find that. I can't link that up. I can't link up the detox, but you can find them at stevencabral.com/shop for everything we do in our practice. Okay, now how often should you do it? I kind of already alluded to it, but 4 to 5 times a week, I think is phenomenal. Now, people say, well, why not every day? Every day is great too. I just think that once a week is good to take off. I think once a week is good to take off from exercise. I think once a week is good to take off from anything that is breaking down the body in some regard, right? Once a week from cold plunge, once a week from heat, once a week from your exercise. Just take off once a week. And so for me, most of these things are 4 to 5 days a week. I do 4 to 5 days of exercise. I do 4 to 5 days of sauna. I do 4 to 5 days of, more days than not, of essentially breaking down the body, and then those other days allowing it to really rebuild fully. So get enough sleep and then allowing it to rebuild. That's what the studies show. I mean, the studies show that 4 to 5 times a week, majority of that benefit. Go down a little bit, you still get benefit, just not as much, right? So 2 to 3, still benefit. 4 to 5 plus, even more benefit, like basically double. So I definitely recommend that 4 to 5 times a week if you can. And that brings me to my last must do. We need to make it fun. Honestly, we need to make it fun. So how do you make it fun so it's not a chore? Well, the first part is just understand your why. Why are you doing this? Well, you're doing this for overall health and longevity, hopefully getting to see your kids grow up, or, you know, be involved in all the different charities or different things that you have a passion for in life. Like, that's a big one. Another one is obviously body transformation. Oh, I've got this goal, I'm setting it for this. But I like to go into it like this. If it's a one-person sauna, it's a one-person sauna, of course. So then do something that could be more enjoyable. Like maybe you're stretching in your sauna, you're doing dry brushing, you're doing affirmations. If you're doing the portable sauna with your head out, then you can actually be reading one of your favorite books. You could be even watching a video if you chose to. I like to use it more for time on breath work, binaural beats, meditating, kind of letting my thoughts move through, visualizing. That's how I really enjoy it. It's like a 20-minute non-sleep deep rest. If you don't know what that is, we'll link that up today as well at stevencabral.com/2601, non-sleep deep rest, NSDR, if my team can link that up. And if you have a multi-person sauna, well, have a friend join you. Like my favorite way to sauna is I'll be there, like we do a workout and then we'll go sauna and we'll just like relax and we'll have great conversations. We'll be sweating. And that's, again, it's like when you are working out, if you ever worked out with a workout buddy, a workout partner, if you sauna, it's camaraderie, it's friendship, it's good conversations, you're doing something healthy for your body, and you're more likely to stick with it. So just think of different ways that you could make it more fun. I always try to sauna my workouts like at the same time every day, and it's just a part of my schedule as well. So things that get scheduled, get done. If it's not scheduled, most likely it's not getting done. So hopefully today's show was helpful. These are the 9 must-dos on how to sauna properly. Let me know if you think of any others. Honestly, there are more. Feel free to leave them below in the comments, and I will link up all the shows on all the benefits of sauna and much more at stevencabral.com/2601. Take care, everybody. Have an amazing day. Are you ready to heal yourself and then go on to heal others? If so, the Integrative Health Practitioner Institute can help you discover proven functional medicine protocols that blend the best of 7 different healing disciplines from around the world. I personally share with you the exact handouts and protocols I use in my private practice that enable people to get well, lose the weight, and live longer, stronger. I want to pass this information on to the next generation of health coaches, and that is exactly why I created IHP. We are the future of the health coaching industry, and the skills and knowledge you will learn will make you an in-demand certified health coach anywhere in the world. Although we have many medical professionals taking the IHP certifications, no experience is necessary, and half our members have no previous health certifications. At the Integrative Health Practitioner Institute, our motto is a health coach in every home. Our goal is that you take this knowledge and then share it with family, friends, loved ones, your community, or in a practice where you create a career you love and can be proud of. The global IHP community is filled with some of the most kind and caring people in the world, and we can't wait to welcome you into our world soon. For more information or to set up a discovery call with one of our IHP Health Coach graduates, simply head over to integrativehealthpractitioner.org.